Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been several days since I've uploaded. So I moved my cousin and her 4 girls in with me temporarily for a few months until she can get a place of her own. So that brought my household of 4 to a household of 9, if I counted right. Yes, 9. So yeah, I went from 2 kids to 6. So I've been a little bit busy, and on top of that, I am recovering from walking pneumonia. I have been in so much pain the past few days. Like, my chest is absolutely killing me. I can already feel myself getting out of breath now just sitting here talking. It is getting a little bit better, but it's still not great. I'm pretty much bedridden at the moment because if I get up and do much walking around, I completely lose my breath and get lightheaded. So I can't do very much, but I could sit here and film. So I wanted to share with you the new Holo, Taco, and Safiya Nygaard collection. I have already managed to put a mark in my box. I've had this for like a week, and it's been sitting on my desk with all my other things, and I have somehow managed to scrape it. But the box is beautiful. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like actual inlays. Like, this isn't just foil on top. It's actually cutouts. So it's a really pretty box. It looks like a book from the side. So that's how I store it. Actually, I store it on this side. Yeah. And it actually matches all my decor. So super, super cute. And it is a 5 polish collection. I love Safiya, and I've never tried Holo Taco. I've never been like a huge fan of like the channel or anything. So I just hadn't really got around to trying it, but I had been wanting to try the brand. So I thought this was a perfect time to do that because I do love Safiya and I watch her pretty regularly. So I wanted to give it a try, see what I thought, and I did love the little box and how it kind of just went with my stuff. So I am wearing one of the colors now. I've actually already wore 4 of the colors, so there's only 1 in here that I have not tried, but I want to swatch them and put them in my swatch book and all of that. I haven't done any of that yet. So let's look inside. It is like a little magnetic closure, and it opens up like this, and it says Holo Friends. Super cute. And here are the 5 polishes. I walked downstairs. The kids needed something, and I'm completely winded. Okay, so we're going to start off with the one I'm wearing now, which is Fiendish Behavior. And it is the only cream in the collection. The boxes are really pretty. They're like the color of the polish with a holographic finish. I like the little logo on the bottle. Super cute. Got the little Holo Taco on the top and little moon and bat on the bottom. Definitely go all out with like the boxes and the holographic. Okay, so this is my first time trying Holo Taco, so I do want to do like a full review of the brand. The bottles are really nice. They feel smaller than what I thought they would from what I've seen online, but they're still like a good size, the 12 ml. And there is a nice, like, it's not rubber, I don't guess, but it's like a soft touch matte kind of cap. I don't know if they have that in all of their polishes, but that's how these ones are. So you can get a really nice grip. It has a little Holo Taco on top, the name on the bottom. There's the name. So yeah, and on these ones, I know Safiya mentioned that all of these have the wide flat brush, but I don't know if they always have that, or at least this particular brush, but it's very nice. I didn't have to do any cleanup with these. I don't know what I've got on that one, but yeah, this is without any cleanup or anything. So not perfect, but that's just me. I'm not great at doing a clean manicure, but yeah, it's a very nice bottle, nice brush, nice cap, applied very well, very opaque and smooth. I was very, very happy with it. So let's do a swatch. Even though I have it on my hands, I do need a swatch for my swatch book. So let's go ahead and do that. There it is in one coat. Goes on very nice, as you can see. And I will second coat everything at the end. Next, we're going to go into the second one in the box. I did leave them in the right orientation, I believe. And this one is, where's it at? Brucey. And so this one was named after, if I get my facts right, I think it was named after the shark on Finding Nemo, Bruce, which I did not realize was also named after the shark from Jaws, which I've actually never watched, but yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool fact. This is the one I was least excited about in the video they had, but it ended up being one of my favorites, if not my favorite. But it's this really pretty, like, steely teal, and the holographic is super, super strong. I actually took a video of me wearing this. I was at church, and the sun was coming through the window and hitting my hand. So I took a little video, so I'll try to drop that in here if I don't forget. But it is absolutely beautiful. And again, the same brush, same lid, all of that. So very, very pretty. So let's give it a swatch. Okay, so here it is in one coat. It totally matches my desk. Oh yeah, I redid my desk. It's all black and glittery and weird. I don't know if y'all like it. I do. I think it looks so cute. I have skulls and stuff everywhere in my room, so it's very, like, girly goth, if that makes sense. And moving on to the next one, which is the one I thought would be my favorite, and it still may be. It's definitely up there. This one is called Spirit Fingers, which I thought was so cute. So this one is very interesting. So it's like a gray base with a fuchsia pink shift and holographic sparkle. Look at them sparkles, how cute. So I just loved this one. I love the cool tone with that almost red flash in there. This was the very first one that I put on because it was the one I was most excited for. Alright, so there it is in one coat, and it is just so fun. I can't get over how much Brucey looks like my desk. Okay, but yeah, so pretty. And that one was Spirit Fingers. Alright, next one is the black in the collection, and I'm not going to say the name of this one because it does have a curse word in it, and I do not curse, nor do I have it on my channel. So yeah, I'm just going to call this one Batgirl because that's what we're calling it. And it is just a black with a steely blue shift. I'm sure you probably already know the name of this one, and, you know, most people wouldn't think nothing of that. But, you know, it's just my personal choice. I choose not to curse or have it on my channel. I mean, I don't do it in real life either, so, yeah. It's just how I am. I think this is the second one that I put on because I was super excited for it. In that first watch, there's almost like a purple or reddish kind of tone to it, but then it builds up into swatches. I don't know why I can't get that to cover. Sometimes these swatches, these tips do not, the polish don't want to stick to it, and it ain't just these polishes. I deal with this with a lot of my polishes. Okay, but it is absolutely beautiful. One of my favorites. Lastly, the only one I have not tried yet, and I love this one. I'm excited to try it. And this is Berry, Me, and Holo, and it's a play on the lipsticks and Franken, like lip glosses and all that Safiya has done, because this is, I'm pretty sure it's her Franken lipstick, Berry Me in Lipstick, I think was the name of the color. And it was like kind of a dupe for that shade, and it's got all of this crushed Holo in there. And so it's just kind of like a play on that name, which I thought the name of the lipstick was really cute too, because it's like a berry color, and then it's like supposed to be kind of like spoopy. So really, really pretty, and I'm actually really excited to swatch this one because I've not seen it swatched, and this is the only one I haven't wore yet. Ooh, Ooh, that's the best swatching one so far. As far as like how easily it went on. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, so that is one swatch of everything. I'm going to let those dry and then go in with a second one. And then give you my overall thoughts on the collection. Okay, so for the color story, I don't necessarily think it all goes together necessarily, but when you know Safiya, it does make sense. So like the Bury Me in lipstick, I feel like it's kind of out of place with some of these like more dark, which you do have like this kind of flash in here, but even still, it's not quite the same. This is more of, even the flash is more cool tone than this. This is more of like that berry blushy shade. I do love the purple. The purple definitely gives me the Halloween vibes, and I feel like these two go really well together. So I love those. I love the black. Like I feel like these here definitely Halloween vibe. This one, not so much, but I do think it's beautiful. And also with this one, I just don't feel like they necessarily go with like the spooky kind of collection. Not that it's not pretty, it is. I just feel like it's not necessarily cohesive. But even the name of this one, like when she said Brucey, it kind of like threw me off a little bit, which I think she may have ended up naming something else Brucey, like a candle or something like that she had made, and maybe I just missed that. So maybe that makes more sense, but like it threw me off a smidge. But they're beautiful colors. I love all of them. I've wore them all, but this one, and I know I'm going to like that one as well. The swatch over here is looking beautiful. I am overall very pleased with it. Now I'm going to give everything a second swatch, and then I'm going to see what my closest dupes are in my collection and do some comparisons. Okay, so here is the second coat of everything. They are beautiful. I'm so happy with this collection overall. Now I'm going to go through and see what dupes I can find, because this is a limited edition collection. So I'm just going to go through and in my collection see what I have that's the closest. I probably won't have exact dupes for anything, but I kind of just want to see how close I can get, give you some suggestions, and you know, just show you that you can find similar things if that's what you're looking for. So yeah, give me a minute to go through my swatch books, pick out what I think would be a good dupe, and yeah, I'll be right back. So for Fiendish Behavior, I thought this was going to be the easiest one because it was a cream, but it ended up being pretty difficult. So I didn't get any exact dupes, but I found some that were close. So this is like a purple with a little bit of a pink. It's kind of dusty, but still has a brightness to it. So it is rather unique, but I do have some good alternatives. I'm going to start with the least matchy one. So this is 10 over 10 Sutton, and they are definitely not dupes, but they both have that purple dusty quality, and in the swatch they look a little bit more alike than they do in the bottle. But yeah, it kind of has the same vibe, but it's not quite as bright, but it does have that dusty purple feel. But that one is the least likely match. So here is my swatch book. Right here is the Sutton color, and even though I have it on my nail, I'm gonna put these. So you can see they are definitely not dupes, but they kind of have a little bit of the same vibe. Definitely the furthest of like the dupes that I made, but still I wanted to add it in there anyway. So 10 over 10 Sutton. Next, which I'm pretty excited about, is a Dollar Tree brand. This is Color Vibes, a Little Drama, and you can see it doesn't have, I don't know what I keep getting all over me, but it's something. But this one doesn't have quite as much pink, but it is still a fairly close dupe. The bottles next to each other, so there's definitely a difference. This is definitely more true purple. But one thing I noticed about like my like these, like my pinky purples, the one that I'm wearing, the Fiendish Behavior, is so much darker. So it's like I thought I was gonna have a lot, because I have a lot of shades like this, but they just don't match. So this one is the one that I put in the video. Pretty close in depth, but the tone is just not exactly right. Okay, so those are the ones I felt like were the least matchy, but I still added. Now next I have two from Caption Polish, and I feel like it almost sits right between them. So first up I have Triptastic, which is a little bit lighter and maybe a little bit less pink. And then I have Zigged When I Should Have Zagged, which is a little bit more pink but still has some purple. So I feel like this is literally right in between these two. Okay, so here they are in between. This one is Zigged When I Should Have Zagged, and this one is, what's it called? Triptastic. So I feel like that is probably the closest dupe. So I did not have any spot on dupes for that one, and I really do love this color, so I'm excited that I have it. So yeah, that is the closest I had for Fiendish Behavior. So I'll just kind of stick them in here. No exact dupes, but you can get a similar vibe if you're looking for it. Like I said, this one I literally got at the Dollar Tree, and it's not the same, but it's going to give a lot of the same feel on the nails. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so next we have Brucey, and again, I don't have an exact dupe for this, which I wasn't expecting to, but I did go through and just kind of see what I had that was the closest. But I'm going to start with the one that I feel like is the least match, but kind of has a little bit of a similar vibe. And this is Caption Polish So Far So Good. And this kind of has like a steely blue base with a gold glitter in it. It's definitely not holographic. This one is not. It is just a gold in a nice steely blue base. But they definitely kind of give off the same feel if, you know, you're just looking for a nice deep bluey steely color with some pizzazz. Okay, so this is the swatch to So Far So Good by Caption, and here is Brucey. Definitely not the same, but similar enough to where I felt like adding it in here, you know, has a look. Okay, so next for Brucey, it's probably the one that's like technically the closest, but it's not my favorite dupe. I don't know if that makes sense. But so here's Brucey, and then this is Sally Hansen's Nebula. So it does have that blue base. It's got the gold. It's got the maybe a little bit of holo. It's definitely not as holographic. I think it's more of just like a blue and gold glitter in there. But it definitely has a similar vibe, especially in the bottle. In the swatch, you can definitely see the holographic in Brucey. So there's Nebula. You can see it's not quite got that holographic shift, and the texture is a little different. But yeah, it's still a pretty close dupe, and I'm pretty sure that's a easy one to get. It's Sally Hansen. So yeah. Okay, and lastly, my favorite dupe, even though it's not an exact dupe, actually it's really not that close, but if I'm going to go with a teal holographic polish, if I had to pick a one from my collection, I am keeping Snake Charmer by Mooncat. It's definitely brighter and more of a green shift, as you can see, but it's got the holographic. It's a little bit chunkier, but it still has that teal blue. It's just a brighter teal. But Snake Charmer is absolutely gorgeous. Definitely a chunkier holo. Okay, so this is Snake Charmer. Definitely not like the swatch. Like I said, they are not exact dupes of each other. Snake Charmer is definitely brighter, but if you're looking for a greeny blue holographic, Snake Charmer is beautiful. I only have two colors that I put in here. There's a couple that I thought maybe could have, but they were just kind of too much of a stretch. And even still, one of these is a stretch, but I feel like one is pretty good. So the one that's the least likely is Unbreakable by Color Club. It is a holographic, so it's not the same kind of formula. This is more of like a little scattered holo with a pink shift, where this is more of a, well, this one is a linear holographic, but it has that same kind of pinky shift. So let me show you what it looks like in the swatch. Okay, so here is Unbreakable versus Spirit Fingers. They're definitely not the same, but give slightly a little bit of the same vibe. And that one is by Color Club. Now, the one that I'm really excited about, and it is one of my favorite polishes, and instantly what I thought of when I saw this polish is Mooncat's Heart of Stone. Again, from the Medusa collection, the same as the Snake Charmer. But it has that cool toned gray base with that pink flash, but it does have more holo in it. But they are so very similar. Honestly, again, I like the Heart of Stone better just because of that intense flaky holo. But yeah, they are pretty good dupes for each other as far as like the color. Just the holographic is different. And if I had to suggest one, I would suggest the Mooncat. So here is Heart of Stone by Mooncat versus Spirit Fingers. So you can just see that texture in there. But if you're not a texture person and you like more of like the cream kind of look, then you might like the Heart of Stone, not Heart of Stone, but Spirit Fingers better. But I love both, and they are different, but as far as the color, I feel like they're pretty good dupes of each other. Okay, so next we have the black polish with that kind of steely blue shift. And I didn't want to just add like a black polish in here because that would be boring. So I did try to get some blacks that had like a little something different. I don't have any exact dupes, but honestly, if you're wanting a black with like some kind of a little bit of a shift, you can always just use a black polish with a topper. But yeah, I just picked a couple that was a black with a little bit of something in it. So this is Milani's My Darling, and it is black, but it has more of a silver shift, but still gives a very similar vibe. So let me show you in the swatch. Okay, so here is My Darling. You can see that little bit of sparkle and twinkle in there. And here it is next to the Holo Taco one. I didn't that polish, ignore it. But yeah, like not exact. This one definitely does have that blue, where that one has more of just a silver. But it is a black polish with a little something extra in it. Okay, and next, it's definitely not an exact dupe again, but it is pretty close. This is Caption Polish, and it has a dark base. I don't know if it's a black base or like a really dark gray, but a really dark base, and it has that blue sparkle, and there's a little bit, if you can see down in here, there's like some purple and red and maybe even a little bit of like oranginess popping up around the edges. So this one actually has more in it than the Holo Taco one, and this one is called You Had Better Believe, again by Caption. The swatch is right here, looking fabulous, and here is Holo Taco next to it. Okay guys, so last for Bury Me in Holo, I actually got the most dupes for this one. I was surprised, but I guess it's because it is kind of like a pinky like color. I have a lot of nail polishes in this color, and I feel like one is almost a spot on dupe. So some of these are definitely not exact or, you know, super close, but again, going by vibes. But yeah, I'm so excited for it. The first dupe I'm going to bring out, I'm so happy because it's actually an LA Colors dupe. Now, again, not exact, but definitely same vibes. You got that like blushy base with some shimmer. Now, this one does not have the holo in it, but it is an LA Colors. But this is Passion Play by LA Colors, and I'll just show you the swatch. So here is the swatch, and then here is Bury Me in Holo. So very, very similar in color, just not in the holo, but still very shiny, very pretty, and like for $1 or $2, absolutely worth it if you like that color. We have another Mooncat. Now this one is not identical by any means. In the swatch, they definitely have a similar vibe. This one has an orangey shift to it, where this one doesn't, but it has those flecks in there that are the color of the Bury Me and Holo. Absolutely beautiful, stunning polish. One of my favorites. I love Mooncat, if you haven't gathered that by now. So here is the Mooncat polish. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, and then here is the Bury Me and Holo. Like, it is so hard to, like, that is hard to beat. That is gorgeous. That is just stunning on so many levels. So, not complete dupes, but either one is beautiful. Personally, I prefer the Mooncat. But, yeah, anyway, stunning. So, next I have Can't Hear Myself Pink by OPI. Very similar in color, and it has a really pretty shine. It's definitely not the same. This is a more sheer formula, and it doesn't have Holo. But I did figure I would show it. Hear Myself Pink. And this is Bury Me and Holo. So definitely not dupes of each other, but it's still a very pretty polish if you're just looking for kind of like that pinky shiny color. And next I have Salon Perfect Rose Gold Digger. The color is a little bit different, but you do have those big chunky sparkles in there. Definitely a very similar vibe. Like if you have that, then you don't need the Holo Taco one if you missed out on it. Here they are side by side. Again, very, very similar. Beautiful, beautiful. And I have Caption Polish. What is this one called? Tickled Not Pickled. Just very similar in color. You got those little shiny flecks in there. No holographic, but still very, very similar. Okay, so here's these two swatches together. Definitely a different like finish, but very similar in color. Alright, so here's the Holo Taco, and then I have Caption Polish, How Do You Like Me Now? And it is absolutely stuffed full of that crushed Holo, same formula. This one is just a little bit brighter, but same in tone. Got the same size crushed Holo. So I feel like this is actually a really, really good dupe. And that is How Do You Like Me Now by Caption. Look how beautiful that Holo is. Here they are swatched next to each other. Honestly, I feel like the Caption makes the Holo Taco one look a little bit dull. I mean, you didn't hear it from me, but you did. So, this one right here, that one's a winner to me. Absolutely beautiful. I feel like I was a little bit hard on the polishes. I mean, not that I don't like them. I really do. But actually, I want to put in the ones that I picked as a dupe, like my favorite dupe of each, and remake the collection with what things I already have. Yeah, I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so here it is. The top is the Holo Taco. The bottom is my dupes or same vibe polishes that I like probably better. Honestly, I think I like mine better. So yeah, I'm actually gonna get my cousin up here to look at these and see which she would pick. Okay, so I swatched my new Holo Taco collection. Okay. Did the video. And then I went through my collection and picked out dupes or things with the same vibe and put together my own version. So, without you knowing which side is which, if you was looking at these, would you pick the right side or the left side or the right side?
For the Holo?
Well, just for the collection. So this is the full collection from here to here.
Okay.
One of these is the real one, and one of them is mine.
Okay.
So, which would you
pick? Okay.
And you can pick it up and look at it.
I'm looking.
We can.
I'm just gonna straight say this. If I had to pick one that I like the most, I go with this one, the top. But I want to say that this one is the real one.
Yeah, but
I like the top better.
I put the top together out of my own collection.
I like the top a lot better.
Okay, so there you go. I thought I did a good job though. It captures the vibe, don't it?
Yeah.
This one's my favorite. Like one of my favorite polishes. Is that not so?
This one's more darker.
It is, and honestly, hold on a minute. I had another one that's a closer dupe, but I like this one better.
Yeah.
So, but if I wanted to just for closeness, let me show you. Which this is just one coat. I'll have to do a couple coats.
Mhm. I can tell though. It's gonna.
Yeah.
I can definitely tell.
But that kind of has more of the vibe once you build it up.
Yeah.
But I just like
them, honestly.
Yeah, well, I just like that one though.
Yeah.
But so I picked 5 from my collection, and I thought those were pretty close.
They are. They are. This one just a little darker. These are more like darky Halloween.
They are.
Fall.
But I like mine better.
I like the top better though, for me personally.
I do too. Okay.
Cute.
All right. Thank you for your assistance. All right. You heard it. You heard it here first, folks. Mine's better. So I have a caption polish, a Sally Hansen. No, 2 captions, 2 moon-cats. Actually, 3 captions and 2 moon-cats. So, caption polish and moon-cat. There you go. All right, guys. I love you all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, comment down below what your favorite color is, what you thought about my dupes. And, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.